Okay. All right. We live, honey. We live. Okay. So I'm playing around, you guys. Like I said, I mean business. Mahogany was standing on business, honey. The month is over, so I guess this next coming month there is a method to my madness, honey. We trying to get this channel to a certain number so I can go ahead and we can go ahead and get this book published and done and fully edited. Okay. So welcome. First of all, I want to say welcome to everyone. Let me see. Hold on, y'all, because I'm crazy and I might have forgotten to hold on. Okay, so it's straight. Y'all, I have been live for 5-10 minutes, not realizing it's on private. Ciao. But the Most High is working with your girl, honey. So I have to get up in a few hours to go to work. So I figured I got some things on my mind. I actually like going live weird times like this. See who's up. But another thing is I'm very shy. Some of you might already know this. And so I actually get very distracted with the chat room. So this gives me an opportunity to not be distracted. Okay. But I'm liking this. So this is the vertical directly from StreamYards. So I figured out what was wrong, you guys. You guys that came through in the live stream, I had reached storage capacity on StreamYards. So when you reach storage capacity on StreamYards, it basically it's struggling to pull the video. So that's what happened, y'all. But I'm gonna keep on going live, honey. Just like I tell y'all to keep on going live, honey. Whoever's here is here, and whoever's not here is not here, honey. They're gonna have to catch it on the replay. Let me get my chair so we could talk. We got lots to talk about. Oh, Father, let me see. All right. So what was it? Last week, I had a full day scheduled for y'all. Hold on. Let me see something real quick because I think something is wrong. Hold on. Because this is the old show. It says I cannot edit it. Okay. All right. So last week I had a whole bunch of things lined up for y'all. From Clarissa and Papoose, from Shannon Sharp, more with Dr. Umar. We did somewhat complete the Dr. Umar, although more seems to come out about him every day. More stuff just came out recently, but I'll get onto that later. We're going to keep it mixed up. We're going to keep shuffling up the content, honey. So, what else? We got Cardi B in the news. I'm working on an upload for that. So y'all know that she's in court, but people are speculating. Several people have said it. They zoomed in on her belly, honey, and they say that she is expecting, honey. So I will be covering that. As far as the Clarissa and the Papoose thing, I know y'all think, oh my God, that's been going on forever, forever, forever. It has been going on forever, never, never, but I haven't had an opportunity to give my opinion on it. So my opinion on it is basically, well, I've already told y'all how I feel about it. What has brought it back up in the social media circuit again is people are saying that Clarissa is coming off as thirsty for Papoose. I'll say this. I do like Clarissa, but I also liked before Clarissa came into the picture, I liked what I thought was the marriage of Papoose and Remy. When they were good, they were good. But then the cheating allegations came out, and we can only assume that really did happen. And so that threw a whole wrench in it. But this is the thing, he's still married. And so I do have an issue with that for her sake. She's young. She's young and she seems very inexperienced. So for her sake, If he loves her the way he claims, he should go ahead and cut that other relationship off. If he's got the money, just go ahead and cut the relationship off. I don't even understand why they're dragging it out, to be honest, because Remy Ma has the money and he has the money. Let's just go ahead and bring a resolution to it, honey. That's what I'm saying. What else? So that's what I was going to talk about as far as Clippers. And I'm still, you guys, keep on checking in with the channel. If I'm not live, and I will be trying to go live more often, honey, to put myself out there. If I'm not live, I will be doing uploads. The uploads will come. I don't give a damn if it's once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, for 2 to 5 minutes, because that's what the algorithm likes, y'all. I keep on telling y'all. So I already told y'all. That's what it likes. My videos that have most of my videos that have hit it big, the ones that I have, they were very short videos. They were 10 minutes and below, 15 minutes and below. Very, very short videos. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're doing your content. I already talked about the DJ Genesis. I really appreciate her coming over here. I want you guys, my subbies and supporters, to get to know her. I really want you guys to get to know her. And I think once you guys get to know her, you'll fall in love with her just like I did, okay? And that's the thing about being on YouTube. We all have different personalities. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to check a person out, And just for, I got to address it, just for the people, my channel is actually at, if you don't believe it, why don't you go check out, for my haters, go ahead and check out the About This channel. My channel is almost at 2 million views. Yes, I do not do live streams very often, so I don't have a whole lot of people in my live streams. Most of my videos that have hit are not live streams. All of them that have hit are not live streams. I keep on telling y'all that. But this channel, that people like to reference and, as, oh, that's not it. Well, Mahogany Roots got almost 2 million views. Check the channel. I think I'm at 1,700,000 views, and I barely go live. Okay. I'm going to be going live more often because I need to kind of put the pedal to the metal and hit the floor running. So I do need to go live more often. As a matter of fact, let me see, because I'm not even on the right stream. Okay. Let me go back. Okay, so I've got I have a lot of clips, but I'm not going to go through all these clips because I want you guys to tune in. I want my people who watch my uploads to come on over to the live stream. And then I want people who are my live streamers. Love you. My live streamer people, I want you guys to come on over to the uploads. Okay, that's how we doing it. Y'all, you men be glad you don't have titties. I know y'all like titties, but be glad y'all don't have titties, because these things do not stay where you put them, honey. Okay, real talk. Especially when you get older, they just do what they want to do, honey. Wake up, one to the left, one to the right. Okay. Yes, honey. Oh, I do have my fan. Wow. Okay. So we talked about Clarissa. We talked about Cardi B possibly being with child, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. What else? I probably should have did this with my phone. It says, wait a minute. You may want to upload videos. If so, consider creating a new brand to keep them separate. Okay. StreamYard is dropping some tea and giving me some help. Because I did this the other night. But what the hell? It's like 1 a.m. in the morning, so nobody's going to be up in here. Okay, we talked about Clarissa and Papoose and Remy Ma situation. We talked about Cardi B, honey, being possibly with child. What was next? There was so many things I had next. I wanted to talk about Monique's relationship with T.S. Madison. And how y'all know T.S. Madison. I met T.S. Madison in person, so I have love for T.S. Madison. And child, she can read, but The fact that she interviewed Monique, who has been having a battle outright with Nicki Minaj, that people are calling that out, honey. So there's a lot of things. And some of the things that I have for you guys, I'm not even going to mention. I wasn't supposed to mention that Cardi B situation, but I said, okay. I'll mention it. So let me see what else we have next, honey. On the docket, on the celebrity news, honey, what do we have next? Shannon Sharpe. The only thing I was going to say about Shannon Sharpe, we've all kind of kicked him in the booty hole for being so stupid and letting the bag go, honey. But, one thing I did not address, but I see other people addressing that I wanted to address, you guys, he was in the news for his daughter wanted money or whatever, and he said no, honey. And now this little Instagram model, honey, went and took that motherfucking bag, whether he liked it or not, honey. Didn't ask him shit, honey. Just took that bag. But you know what? I don't feel sorry for Shannon Sharpe. What he did was dumb. He's out here moving like he don't have a bag. When you got that kind of money, you got to think, honey. You got to be responsible. Yeah. And, I don't know the full story. I know that from the video clips that I heard, it seemed like he was having very rough type of sex with that young girl. Yeah, 18, 19, that's a young girl. And legal but young, and too young for his old ass. But the point is, you're having sex, you're paying somebody to have sex, and it's you can expect that. Just get somebody that wants you. That's my advice to Shannon. Get somebody that wants your ass. If they don't want you, don't fuck with them. That is the problem. People are, thinking their money can get them out of everything. No, get somebody that wants you. If they don't want you, you don't need to be with them. What else, y'all? I've been trying to pay a lot of y'all a visit. I've been all over these YouTube streets, honey. I went to visit a lot of people today. Like I said, even though y'all might not see me there, doesn't mean I'm not there. I've been to today alone, I've been about 30 channels. 30 channels, y'all. From DJ Genesis, I went to Auntie's channel today. Shout out to Tay Tay. I went to Tay Tay's channel today. I went to Sharon Bracey's channel today. I went to Sherlock Holmes' channel today, baby. Yes. I went to, I don't want to forget because I went to a lot of channels today. I went to We Unlock's channel today. And I try to rotate myself around. What's the brother name? The businessman. I went to his channel today. I went to DJ Genesis, yes, but I also went to the other Not for Humans channel today. I be getting around in these channels, honey. I went to May's channel yesterday. I went to Big J's channel yesterday, or the day before yesterday. I went to Rude Imp's channel. So I'm trying to show you guys. Your girl is trying to show her stubbies love and just people who fuck with me for a long time. I'm trying to show you. And even y'all that are new. I went to, I went to Irby's channel today. He's new, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out Irby. But yeah, Mahogany trying to get around. Y'all just got to give me time to get to you or leave me a message because I'm very absent-minded. And then I have a tendency to just be, I'm a creature of habit. So I have a tendency to stick with what I know and what feels comfortable. If I know the topics that people are going to be talking about, I tend to, because like Tay Tay, I call her Tay Tay. Her name's Taylor. I subscribed to Taylor a long time ago. And but for some reason, and that's what YouTube will do, for whatever reason, like for me, I know when I stop doing YouTube, I know what's going to kick me out of the algorithm. I'm out of a lot of people's algorithm. So in order for me to get back in that algorithm, they basically have to visit my channel. So if they don't, it is what it is. But that's why you keep on doing content. And, prayerfully they stumble back on your channel. They realize you're doing content. If not, okay, it is what it is. So yeah, the more content you have, the more content that you put out, the more viewers you have to get, the more viewership you will eventually come to get. Okay. Y'all, and be as entertaining as you can be. It's a balance because you want to be entertaining, but you don't want to be up here making a damn fool out of yourself at the same time too, because people will tune in for that. There's some people, not everybody, especially I love the small content creators because we know what it is, honey. We know what it is, honey. But there's a lot of people that just watch YouTube. I watch YouTube. Everybody watches it for different reasons. I watch it a lot of times. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm connecting with you guys. But a lot of times I watch YouTube for information. So I tend to watch really short videos and I tend to watch funny clips because I love comedy. So things that I love, fashion, things like that, I tend to tune in for. All right. So we talked about Shannon Sharpe. What else? What else? What else? I'm going to give you something. Raven-Symoné, honey. Raven-Symoné and her wife. We're going to talk about, I'm going to drop that this week. So we're going to drop a lot of things this week. I want something to stay up, y'all. I play a lot of copyright music, and I'm tempted right now because that's normally what I do when I'm up cooking and whatnot. I usually go ahead and drop some music because that's what I do. It's boring cooking without music, but I'm going to go ahead, honey. Child. Have everything popping out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and prep my salad, y'all. So I feel like there's more celebrity news that I was going to talk about. And so let me be clear about this. I will, and especially large YouTubers, I will talk about them. Are very well-known YouTubers because, like I said, like far as the Dr. Umar, I consider him a celebrity. There's some people like Tasha K. They have 1 million plus subscribers. They're on that level. I mean, a lot of them are breaking into mainstream. Let me see. Somebody came in the building, honey. And so I feel, hey, Irby, I know y'all like, what is she doing up, honey? Good morning. I just mentioned you. You're going to have to watch this from the beginning later on. I mentioned you, boo. I told people to go and check you out, honey, because you knew. All right. So I'm up here. This is a show that I meant to do. I think you were in the building last week. And I was trying to get some celebrity news done, honey, and my mood, honey, just sank to the floor. So I said, let me go ahead. I'm in the mood to talk, about celebrities. So let me go ahead. I'm still going to upload. Y'all just look for it early in the morning. Y'all know Mahogany is weird, honey. In that sense, I like to do things early in the morning. The reason I do things early in the morning is not to drive y'all crazy. It's not to have y'all on the hunt for the videos. Several reasons. I do it because I'm comfortable, honestly, just talking. But actually, I was actually going to drop the link in so you guys could talk to me. But I'm comfortable doing that. And I'm comfortable basically with a small amount of people here. But I'm also preparing for real life. Like I literally have to get up in the morning. So I'm actually not going to be up here. Hey, too long. Child, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, y'all. I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. Good morning, sweetheart. I saw you over at Tay Tay's. I was over there for a little while. I got to go back and rewatch because I kind of popped in. I don't even really know what. I know a little bit of what was talked about, but I don't know everything. So I'll go back and rewatch it. And I feel bad. She's another one. I think when I first started my channel, she was one of my first, pretty much. I think after I subscribed. After I subscribed to I feel like Bomb and like that, that's when and I had her over to the show. Yeah, because we did a lady show. My first lady show was with Bomb, a lady named Kizzy's Corner, who is a sweetheart, honey. Y'all love Kizzy. And Chocolate Sexy Woman in it. And me and Danini. That was my first, that's how long ago it was. That was my first women's panel I had. Okay. So Yeah, I like to give the ladies some shine because this sector, as y'all know, is male dominated. So, and, let the women speak, honey. Let the women speak. And I think men, obviously, which is why they want a lot of, not everybody, but the men like us on their panels because they want a woman's perspective. Like Ism, he says it all the time. He wants a woman's perspective. Okay. I'm gonna do some prepping, honey. I'm gonna do some prepping. If y'all want me to drop the link, just let me know. I'll drop the link in because I'm actually down to talk. I'm down to yeah. I'm down to talk, honey. Let me see. How do I share this thing here? Let me make sure I got all my celebrity news out. But yeah, I was up here talking about celebrity news because y'all know last week, honey, your girl was not feeling it. I ended the live abruptly, which was rude, and I'm sorry about that. But I had a long day, honey. So I said, let me get up here and talk about the celebrity news again. We just got through talking about Cardi B possibly being pregnant. We just got through talking about Clarissa and Papoose and Remy situation. That yes, I like Clarissa, but at the end of the day, Remy and Papoose are still married. And I think if he loves her the way he's proclaiming, he needs to go ahead and get that divorce. Go ahead and divorce and fucking move on with, if you love her, go ahead and move on with her. I think they're cute together, but he's still a married man. And I'm very old and traditional in the fact that I do respect that. And I'm older than Remy. I'm not Remy. Me and Remy the same age, honey. I think she's 46, I'm 46. So I am older than Clarissa. Clarissa's in her 20s. Like I said, I like her. She's very likable, but it's not about liking her. When I look at people, I look at them as if they could be my family members. So when I look at Clarissa, honestly, Clarissa probably could be my daughter, to be quite frank. The way some people have kids young. So she probably could be my daughter. And I wouldn't want to see my daughter falling for a dude that doesn't respect her enough to end the relationship he is in. Papoose, end the relationship that you're in. If you want to move on with this woman, go ahead and end the relationship with Remy. Remy says she don't care. One of you are Remy. Go ahead and end the relationship. Don't drag this girl on. See, Remy might actually be holding on to the marriage just to keep you and her, just so you can't marry. So you go ahead and file for divorce if you in love with Clarissa. So go ahead and file for divorce. But I forgot to mention that social media was dragging her, honey, because let me see if I got a picture back here. They was dragging her because I guess somebody asked about a baby. Y'all messy bloggers, honey. Y'all messy bloggers. Somebody asked her about a baby, and she said something about, yeah, she wouldn't mind it or whatever. Where that Clarissa? Let me see. Here he is. Let me see what this is. No, that's the wrong one. That's the one with him and Remy mom. Let me see the one with Clarissa. Who is this? Okay, I can't. Y'all, let me look at y'all. We'll get back to that. I'll find the footage, the clips. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can find that one with him and Clarissa. No, but he needs to go ahead and do it the right way. Don't drag that for so long. That's not right. She's young. She's beautiful. She's talented. The world is an oyster. You're older. You should be leading her. I'm liking their relationship, but don't drag her along. You could tell that she likes him. I would dare to say love him. And I think that he loves her. I mean, I think, here it is. Here's the image, y'all. Hold on, it's coming out. I think, don't break her heart. Like this is the thing. This is the thing I want to say to men. And it's sad some men won't have daughters, so they might never get it. But when you have a daughter, when you have a baby, whether it's a boy or a girl, you have a love for that child that's unconditional, and you want your child to be treated right, male or female. You want them to be treated right. Treat her right. Papoose, treat her right. Okay. So let me see. I'm liking this mode here. I feel like I would have definitely gotten more on the I keep on forgetting y'all, it's 2 a.m. I'm not gonna get no more. People sleeping, child. Yep, she ain't doing it to herself. Now they're doing it to each other. So are we talking about the same thing? Oh, you talking about Papoose and Remy? Well, I'm saying I think they love each other. From what I can see, I feel love and like genuine. And that's the thing. The best marriages are friendships first. I keep on telling people, be friends, honey. Be friends. Don't be friends forever, but you got to be friends before you become lovers. Okay, but if you want it to really work, be friends. Um, I do believe that your spouse should be, they should be your best friend, but you got to have a spouse that's willing to understand that and willing to talk to you and treat you with respect like you would a best friend. You know, not to delve into a tantrum, but I've seen so often where people will be in a relationship and they say they love the person, but they don't even have enough human decency or respect for the person to tell them the truth, to not lie to them. How can you say you love me, but you lie to me? You tell your best friend the truth, but you lie to me and you lay down with me every day. Like, make some sense. But that is the logic in some people, but it's just not the case, honey. It's just not the case. Oh, you said Clarissa and Papoose. Why don't you think it's gonna work, boo? Shields, Clarissa Shields. Okay. They just don't want to watch me. And I don't get it. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all just came in the building. This channel has almost, if y'all don't believe me, check out the about page. This channel, I'm proud to say, has reached almost 2 million views. 1,700,000 views are on the YouTube, are on Mahogany Roots page, honey. And I'm not saying it because y'all know I'm humble. I'm not saying that to brag or boast, but when I'm telling you this because when people like to holler out about I've had people say horrible things about my gender, but I'm not going to go down that road. Thank you, boo. Oh, we growing, honey. We pushing. Like I said, we pushing. I'm trying to be an example that I preach about. I always tell y'all, keep on doing your content. Don't let nothing stop you. Keep on doing your content. Keep on doing your content. But yet I haven't been doing my content. And I had reasons. My health was, and I had to put that first, right? I had to put my health first. I absolutely had to put my health first. So, and then, personal things I was going through. So yeah, I took a break, but I'm back now. And I don't, unless the Most High throw something else at me, which no, it wasn't the Most High. I'm not going to say that because he loves some Mahogany Roots, but unless this world throws something else at me, your girl is going to be up here, honey. Y'all gonna see me so much, y'all gonna be sick. Like, what her big ass head? Why is she up there again this morning? It's 4 a.m. in the morning, and this big headed girl is up here talking about celebrity news, honey. That's how much I'm gonna talk about celebrity news. But within doing that, I have to really focus on what I'm trying to do with the channel. So this is something I wanted to do since last week. I need to go vertical. More. I'm doing it off of StreamYards on a laptop. So that's different. This is the first time I've ever done it this way. That's different, but I've seen people doing it. That's different than doing it off the cell phone a little bit. So we're going to test this out and see how this works. I like it though, because I can post the pictures and stuff and you guys can check it out. Yeah. Let me see. That's true, honey. That's true. You're right. You're right about that. The boxing says, Mo, you dropping the link. You want to cook on Shields? Okay. Yeah, because I'm getting tired. So let's talk about what you feel about Shields. Come on up here, boo. Come on up here and talk to your girl. I would love to hear what you have to say about her. You don't sound like you like her. What about her boxing talent? I mean, from what I can see, she seems talented. Now, I'm so glad you brought that up. People are saying, though, honey, that she seems distracted with Papoose. But y'all know, honestly, that's what women do when we fall for a guy. I think even men do that too. When you fall in love, that euphoria of falling in love. When you fall in love, you do get distracted. Let me know if the link is working, boo. Y'all, I'm getting tired, honey. I fell asleep just like this. While I watched movies, I cleaned up, I did my little thing. Oh, I didn't even get to say, what is it, Labor Day? My son said it was Labor Day. Happy Labor Day weekend. Yes, honey. And I want to say to y'all, I actually work tomorrow. Yes, I work tomorrow. I'm praying to God we get out there early, but I don't think so. Because we getting paid a lot tomorrow to work. We getting paid double, honey. So I was like, yes, honey. Mahogany need a bag. Mahogany needed a check, honey. So yes, I'll work. We're going to wait a little bit for the boxing to come up here. Hey, Hassan, it's good to see you. Anybody could come up here and hit the link. We are talking about celebrity news, honey. So I've talked anything in celebrity news y'all want to talk about, we can. I talked about Cardi B possibly being pregnant, honey, and not with her husband's baby. That's another reason they're dragging her out here. Even though, and I hope it's not true because I got to agree with the drag. Yes, Offset was a cheat. But divorce Offset. Stay by yourself for a little while. Then if you want to date other people and get pregnant, that's your business. You want to get remarried and get pregnant, that's your business. But don't do it while you still legally married. But they say that Offset got children out here too, during the marriage and all that. Child. These celebrities, honey, they worse than us. We look up, well, I don't look up to no damn man, but we look up to celebrities, honey, and they just out here wilding. I guess I'm waiting on you, Deboxing. We're gonna give Deboxing some time to get up here, or whoever wants to hop up here. It's good to see you, Hassan. He might be getting his stuff together because he said he coming up to talk about Clarissa Shields, y'all. So, y'all, I'm getting tired, honey. I set up some purpose salad. Child, I just washed my hair, so I'm afraid to turn around for y'all to see my kitchen. My little kitchen back here. Okay, let me see. Oh, thank you, boo. I appreciate it. Okay, it's no rush. I'm gonna be out for a little minute. Not long, but for a little minute. Okay, I said I was gonna do. I need to get used to doing a little bit longer live streams, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. I just don't seem to have time for anything these days. My job, I've got to take classes from my job. I've already not reprimanded by my job, but I've already been reprimanded by, y'all know I have a state license. So I've already been kind of, I've already been not doing what I'm supposed to do. And then I really want to go back to school. So I've been looking into that, trying to get my son re-registered in his old school. I'm just super busy, you guys. Bow, 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 bow. Dun, 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 dun. Bow, 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 bow. But yes, honey, keep on doing your thing, honey. Keep on doing your thing. I love it. I love being up here with y'all. I love talking to y'all. I really never did give live streaming that much of a chance. I just honestly, at the time when I started doing it, I couldn't do it. I just didn't have the time. And I still don't have a whole lot of time. So it's hard to, unless I put somebody else in charge of the controllers, because I can't be up here for 5 hours. I can't do it. Half the time I'm on the road and driving from this location to that location. I have people that I see, that I visit. So yeah. All right, so let me see what else we have in celebrity news, honey. Yes, we talked about Cardi B possibly being pregnant, honey. Still married to Offset. We talked about Shannon Sharpe, honey. I don't want to beat that dead horse because we all know what he did was dumb, and he fumbled a huge bag. But it was the fact that he wouldn't even, when he was arguing with his daughter on social media, and he didn't want to give her no money for her wedding. And now look, see how things work out. So we talked about that. And they settled also. I'm sure everybody knows that. Now, I started out on the Diddy train, and we still, honey, we gonna get back on that Diddy train. Okay, we not playing. I've been watching different people's commentary on it. Diddy is not off the hook, honey. Diddy is still in jail, honey. Diddy isn't absolved of anything. He's certain charges, but not all charges, honey. So I heard somebody say Oh, he's in his, no, he's not. No, he's not. Um, Laws were still broken. Okay. And I ain't letting his ass off the hook with I think his ass definitely has something to do with Tupac. I'm just saying, Tupac, rest in peace. And Biggie. I don't trust that nigga. I don't. Forgive me. I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on talking my mess about him too. Let me see what else y'all are saying. They are ghetto child. Just like the Kardashian. I said it years ago. People, I remember when some, not y'all, but there were certain black men in the sector that were bigging up but not Cardi B, Kim Kardashian. I'm thinking Kim Kardashian is one of the biggest hoes, not just because she got a point out here with Ray J, but and no one dragged her remember when she married, I can't remember the dude's name, but he was an NFL player. They was married for like one day. Then there was a story that maybe he gave her herpes or something, and she was on to another marriage. And like, child, bye. Ain't nobody looking up to no goddamn Kim Kardashian. Why would I look up to somebody that's not real? Ain't nothing on Kim Kardashian real. Her skin ain't real. Her boobs ain't real. Her ass ain't real. Child, bye. And they was up here talking because they was trying to make black women feel some type of way. Oh, yeah, because when she was supposedly she did, shout out to her for going back to school. Her ignorant ass need to go back to school. That whole family, all them motherfuckers, they just rich, just out the womb rich. Okay, let's be clear. They ain't never had to be in a struggle. And that's not me hating, that's just the truth. Those sisters were born with a damn golden spoon in their mouth. Kris Jenner, I mean, they had money. The Jenners had money. So yeah, we not raising her up on no pedestal, honey, for people to look up to. Hell no, because she went and spoke out and got a few people out of prison. There's still a lot of people in prison that need to be helped. And because she, all of a sudden, because she child by. It's amazing what some, and I'm gonna just be honest with some, I call them coons. It's amazing what some of these coons will try and hold up as oh, look, this is you black women should look up to this. No. Now there are women, period. I don't care what color you are. There are white women that I respect. I respect all women. I don't care what race you are. There are some that I respect. I loved me. Well, there's several actresses, y'all know, and that's another thing I want to delve back into is our Hollywood, because I've been doing a lot of the music, but there's a lot going on with Hollywood actors and actresses too. But there's several white women that I think have trailed paths that I find brilliant, that I have a lot of respect for. So yeah, this is not about her color. This is about just the fact that these heifers have never had to work for a goddamn thing. And you put like the same features that you see on her, you put it on the black woman, the bitch went viral for wearing cornrows. Black women have been wearing cornrows forever. What you talking about? We've been wearing cornrows and we, damn near came out the womb. What is happening? Oh, child. Let me stop for they say I'm hating on Kim K. Oh, that must be an old, okay. I apologize. Let me redo it, recopy it. I am so sorry. Okay, that's wrong. I'm so sorry about that, the boxing. And thank you for watching my Chris Brown challenge to boxing. I appreciate that. Come on up here and talk to your girl, Mahogany Roots, honey. Thank you. Come on up here. But yeah, I washed my hair today, so the back is still very, my kitchen, honey, there's a lot of peas in my kitchen, honey. It's okay. I like peas, though. I like peas. Welcome in, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Power watchers, hit that like button. If you really fuck with your girl, hit that like button. I don't ask too much of y'all. I don't ask y'all to come up the clouds. But if you really like your girl, if you really fuck with your girl, hit that like button, honey. That's what I'm asking. It's free. God gonna bless you, honey. Yeah, but YouTube is not easy. By no means. But when you start looking at it like the job that it is, honey, and it's a job. When you start looking at it like it's the job that it is, easy breezy, easy breezy, right? But you honestly don't care as much. Like I don't give a damn about a lot of things no more. Child, I used to care. I don't watch my I mean, I watch y'all. I don't watch my comments when I'm talking. I don't watch how many people is here. I don't do none of that, honey. Oh, it said King Kong consciousness. Okay. Um, hey, sweetheart, how are you? So, are you the boxing?
Yeah, it is me. I need to change my name. I did have a picture of Umar up there before, but then I switched it because everybody started clowning. Because I did an interview with the lady, I don't know even know what her title would be. It'd be like the ex girlfriend or whatever, and
Yes.
that was my name, King Kong Consciousness, while I was interviewing her. So I need to change that.
No, I actually watched that channel. I assume that King Kong consciousness supports Dr. Umar, right?
So I did it. So my channel is the Boxing Scholar. It's just like it was in the comment section. But for the interview, I just changed my name. So like how when I was interviewing her, it was Umar's picture and King Kong Consciousness at the bottom. And I was playing clips of him just to keep it entertaining while I was getting the story, you know?
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Welcome in, everybody. You guys are up early in the morning too. But let me know because you came. I was talking about hey Zero, it's good to see you all. Let me know what your feelings about Clarissa. Come on, honey, give it to me. Run it down.
So I love Carissa as a boxer. I love her story. You know, she has a good story.
Mhm.
Overcoming and all that stuff, you know, victim of SA and all that stuff. Being from Detroit, Michigan, and you know about the water situation. That's why
Yeah.
she wears blue hair for Flint and them not having clean drinking water. So she's good. She's a good girl, but her personality to me is so cringe and annoying. Like it's just like so attention seeking. Like I've
Oh,
never liked to be around people like that. You know, people that would just sigh for no reason, like, you don't say nothing. Like, what do you want to tell me? That's Carissa Shields. So she's friends with Errol Spence. They've been friends in boxing for a long time. And she's also friends with Bud, right? When they fought, Carissa Shields stayed neutral. But when when Spence lost, she took pictures with Bud and said, "We're the only two-time undisputed champions ever in the history of boxing," which I
mhm.
don't have a problem with. But she didn't go take pictures with the loser. And that's been like the whole like viewpoint I have of her. She's a clout chaser. Like when Hulk Hogan died, she posted a picture with her and Hulk Hogan and was like, RIP. She never finds a headline that she doesn't take an opportunity to capitalize on, which is why I don't feel bad for her because I know Papoose is leading her on. He's definitely leading her on, but she's using him as well.
I want to ask you. Thank you so much for coming up here and you told me a lot of things I did. I knew about the Flint, Michigan thing. That's one reason I started following her. I was like, that's really cool. Um, and I've seen videos because I do follow her. I've seen videos of her out there kind of talking with people and stuff, and she seems very down to earth. Um, I think it's fucked up. If he is leading her, you don't think he loves her?
Absolutely. It's too fresh. I'm married and I look at it like if me and my wife ever separated, like their relationship is built off of Papoose and Remy Ma's relationship. It's not gonna work. Everything is based on them. Like when she puts a picture up, it's always some smoke with Remy Ma in the comments. It's like everything is based on Remy Ma's patch. They're gonna constantly get compared to it. And the reason why I know that they're not happy is because they're not quiet about their relationship. They was
I,
really happy.
no, go ahead, sweetie. I just wanted. I think is Brownie talk. I think Brownie's talking to you. She said, "I thought you said I was hating when I shared these opinions." Did you say that?
No, I don't remember that, Brownie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe she's talking about somebody else.
No, Brownie then was straight. No, she. I did say this. Brownie then was hating on Carissa Shields, and what I try to do is I try to be fair and balanced. But see, you just asking for the rundown, so I'm giving you the rundown. But yeah, she is doing too much. She's doing too much by parading, and it's not even about the relationship anymore. It's just about Carissa Shields. She never, even when Papoose posts something about her, it's just like Carissa, like, hey, yo, check me out, do this, do that. Yeah, so I agree. But she was woman bashing, and we don't do that. So that's why I had to take the other position.
I let me just say this. I love Brown, and I think I mentioned it to you once. Brown is absolutely one of my favorites. Um, there's lots of you. Taylor, I love Taylor. I like to see younger women coming in the space, dealing with the talking points. I just love it. And I want, Brownie, you another one. Me and you were supposed to do a makeup show. We still got to do that makeup show, girl. But I'm seeing more people. Rogue C, I saw her tonight up on panels. I've been seeing her on panels. There's another lady that's been coming up on panels. So I'm glad to see all these beautiful younger women coming up on panels. It's wonderful. But let me get back to Clarissa. I want to say some things. I do see, now that you mention it, I never paid that attention. Now I will say this, like she does a lot of little TikTok dances and things like that. I will say this, that kind of like me. I get up here and I act a fool. For me, it's just social. It's just keeping myself out there, getting myself in the algorithm. It's not because I'm trying to, because I actually am very awkward and very uncomfortable, but I do it like my family knows. It's just for the growth of the page. So I think some of it's just business for her also, like you said, just getting her, social media, don't you think so?
Oh,
Right?
absolutely. But I will say this, and I still do believe this, even though I'm getting a little bit annoyed at the PDA from them, and it's like we get it, y'all love each other. But I'm getting a little annoyed at that. But yeah, I do think their personalities do mish. That matters too, right? Like I feel like Papoose is a supporter. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people make fun of him saying he was like Remy Ma's coattail or whatever. That will work for Carissa Shields because she don't mind going get the paper, and she likes a dude that the dude that she just got a relationship with was her cheerleader. Like he was like her quote unquote fiance, and he used to do the same thing Papoose do, but he didn't have no earning potential. I don't think. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but every time I see him, he was at the gym with her, same way Papoose is. So I think that could work if that's the kind of man she's looking for.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad you came up here because you said that kind of man. I just think, honestly, a man that, just like women are expected to support their men, I think, because I love a man that supports me, that backs me and says, I think that's why the other day I got so upset because sometimes I feel like I don't get, child, my family can't stand social media, but I love a man that's willing to not take the back seat, but if his woman has a talent or a passion or a dream, he's willing to support that. Because like with my man, I'll just say this and I'm gonna let you answer. With my man, I am so supportive. I'm like, okay, baby, you got this. What you need me to do, let's do this. I'm printing out business cards, I'm passing out flyers, I'm doing whatever I want to do, whatever you need me to do. And then when it comes to me, it's kind of like, that social media again, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. You don't, you watch my channels, you might watch, the man may watch or call himself supporting, but then I don't know. Oh, don't you think it's good for a man to support a woman sometimes?
I think both couples should support, even if they think it's stupid, if it's video gaming streams or whatever, they absolutely should support. Like that's what relationships is about. Like you have to support no matter how stupid it is. That's a sign that you love the person whenever you do. So absolutely, yes.
And
Absolutely.
don't say it's stupid, but yeah, you can. But yeah, I'm saying don't tell your significant other it's stupid. But yeah, I've always been tried to be supportive to like whoever my partner was at the time. I've always tried to be, and I think most women are like that. Most good women, we try to support our men and like, yay, be the cheerleader, always in his corner. But it's painful when you feel like you're doing that and you're not necessarily getting that back in return. But I like Papoose. Do you like Papoose?
He's okay. I don't dislike him. I'm indifferent about Papoose. I thought like there was a time where I thought Papoose was like a really good rapper, but I mean, rappers here today, gone tomorrow type stuff. You got to stay in with the now, or people forget about you. That's the unfair. The most unfair thing about hip hop is you get better with your vocabulary as you get older, but that's when they kick you out of hip hop. Like, you're too old. Get out of here. It's the only genre where you're supposed to get better with age, but they kick you out anyway.
That's a good point. And did somebody else just come up? Okay, maybe. I'm sorry. But that's a good point. Not only that, oh God, there was something else. Y'all, I'm so old. Forgive me. The age thing, but Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Papoose is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best lyricists. I follow him too because I like it when he freestyles, honey, and he be tearing it up. And then they say that he wrote, and I do believe he probably did write Remy Ma's lyrics because he seems talented like that. Do you believe that he wrote Remy Ma's lyrics?
Without a question, he didn't even have to mention that. Like, it's like y'all really think that she has a dude that's that talented, and by her own account is supportive, and he not helping none. Like, it would take an idiot to be like, nah, they're not helping none. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. Um, so okay, we can talk about some other things. Let me before we move on to the next celebrity. So these also, you guys, these are things that I will be actually doing. I might do a couple uploads tonight. Probably only one will be uploaded. I won't edit. Y'all, this stuff takes me so long. You guys don't even know. And then I try to get up, like I said, meal prep, get up, clean my house, YouTube is not as easy as a lot of people think. That's another thing I'm always trying to tell my family is not as easy as people think. Not when you're trying to actually grow it and try it and take it seriously. Um, the time that it takes for me to edit some of these videos, y'all, is crazy. But anyway, there was something else. Let me see what Zero says. He says, "Well, that applies to the mainstream, but hip hop wasn't supposed to be mainstream, though." You don't think so? People like Eric B and Rakim not mainstream, and oh man, hip hop junkies, and I could for some reason I'm going brain dead, but weren't they always mainstream? Dougie Fresh and um, I don't know, Zero. I'm a hip hop head though. What do you think about that? The boxing? Do you think hip hop should have never been mainstream? But it was always on the radio.
I'm about to say, how is hip hop not going to be main? Everything gets mainstream. I mean, look at you. We on YouTube right now. It's monetization. We got beer ads and stuff like that. Everything goes commercial. That's the only way you're going to make money from anything is for it to be commercialized. Everything is mainstream. There's no privacy now. People getting doxxed. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is mainstream anymore? We technically on TV. I remember when we was coming up when our parents used to record if we made the news or something.
Mhm.
We could go viral right now and make the news just from YouTube.
There have been, did I not drop the link again? There have been people, I cannot think of the freaking young lady's name, but she went viral just by happenstance. I think she got into it with somebody else, like at McDonald's, and it went viral. And TikTok is another thing, y'all. If y'all a little bit of news too, it's not news, but if you are trying to grow your YouTube channel, every time I upload something from TikTok, it does real good. So there's a definite link between YouTube and TikTok. So please get on TikTok. If you guys are not on TikTok, please get on TikTok. Your girl will be on TikTok, honey, acting a fool, probably dancing. Oh, World Star. Yeah, World Star was, didn't Kevin Samuels get popular off of World Star? I believe that's how he went viral, his video. I think so. He paid. That came out, but I think he went viral through World Star first.
So I
It's
went to your community wall and I posted the link under your comments because when you post it on your community wall, it's clickable. If you post it in your chat, it's not clickable. They have to type it in manually. So I just went to your community tab and posted it so they could just click on it because a lot of people be really, I don't want to type it out. Why you need to go? So whenever I do a live like this, I just share it on my community wall.
so what you shared. Oh, you shared this stream on your community wall.
Like no, so on your wall, the last post you made, I just went to the comments section and shared the StreamYard link. So if anybody want to click it, it'll send them straight through here. Because when you
Oh,
shared it in the chat, it's not clickable. They have to type it in manually.
what the
Yeah,
hell is
this
happening?
format is not like the regular format. You have to share it on your wall too, in addition with sharing in the chat.
Thank you so much for letting me know that. I see. Thank you. I need to let y'all up here more often because I need for y'all, and I need to honestly get y'all's feedback into what I'm doing because it does matter to me. Um, you guys matter to me. Don't ever think that you don't matter to me, because you do. That's something y'all haven't seen my significant up here lately, but that's something he has been, when we were doing videos together, he has came over here and said, yeah, she love y'all. She love y'all. She fuck with y'all. So he knows how I feel about my subscribers and my supporters. So we'll move on from Clarissa. I feel like there was one thing that I wanted to ask you about them. I want it to be love, because I feel if he doesn't love her, it's going to break her freaking heart. I feel like it's going to break her heart. But I do know one thing, that sometimes I've seen men fall for women with enough time around them. I've seen them fall. Do you think he could eventually fall in love with Clarissa?
I mean, if I'm looking at this and I've seen this movie 1,000 times, it's the Boomerang story where he's around her, she's going to nurse him back to health. And then the moment that he gets an opportunity to go back with Remy, he's going to go back, but then he's going to realize that he loves uh, Shields. That's what I see happening with this situation. But I think it's too fresh to like move on. Like I think both of them are doing their thing, and I think because they had a lot of pressure with the whole black love expectations that they had to deal with, and I think it could grow into something because you grow to love people, every relationship, so it could grow to something. But I don't think he'll realize it. I think he wants Remy more than she wants him, and I think Remy is so catty that I think she's gonna try to flex eventually that she can have him if she want him, and try to take him from Carissa Shields. And I think he's gonna go back.
Well, I don't know. I don't think, because Remy Ma has made I'm gonna be honest, she has made such a fool out of Papoose that I think his pride, a man's pride, is something serious, honey. Even when and I'm not saying he should, but there've been situations where I know a man should buckle down and they won't buckle down. They're so hard headed. You don't think his pride will stop him from going back to Remy?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, when love is involved, the rationale is gone. Everybody
See,
done been a sucker for somebody.
yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I have known of situations, to boxing. I have known of situations where a woman might have cheated on her husband for whatever the reason. Because that's the thing, we don't talk about these things. We need to talk about these things more, like the true things that happen in a marriage, whether it's man or woman. But it's one thing if you step out and then it's just you guys know about it, but it's another thing if you step out and the whole world, knows about it. So let me see what right? Would you agree?
No, I think look, Papoose said he didn't punch Easy Block the Captain or whatever his name. He got a silly Xbox
Easy
name.
block the captain. Yeah, yeah.
He said he didn't punch him because he slept with his wife. He punched him because he shook his hand and slept with his like, bro, shut up. You punched that man because he slept with your wife. Why not just say that? You know what I mean? But people try to hide their emotions and pretend like they're not humans or whatever. But yeah, if somebody gonna accept you back, they're gonna accept you back and justify it. That's how that goes. They're gonna accept you back and be like, I wouldn't accept you back, but XYZ happened and you just got lucky. It's like, bro, just shut up. You're a human. You human beings forgive and forget, and love is irrational. It is what it is.
No, it absolutely is irrational. One of these days, I keep on saying it, but I'll try and make time for us to do a panel. I want to talk about relationships and love and sex. I want to talk about, and y'all know those of you who've been with me a long time, I try to keep my chance. I try to do things that not too many are doing, or, I try to be original with the topics that we talk about. And I feel like whenever we do talk about some of these things, it's just not realistic. I've given you guys this example of people saying, oh, a woman should have sex every night. Realistically, that's not going to happen, especially when you have children. And, I've given the example, and women actually on the panel agreeing with that. I've given example, somebody, you probably seen this before. Oh, it's like Anton Daniels will do something like, woman hasn't had sex with her husband in 2 weeks. Should he leave? And I'm thinking, what? So, and you got a bunch of people, you have like 12 people in the panel agreeing, yep, she probably doing some, yep, just unrealistic type
So
of, go ahead.
there's a lot of people I get introduced to through I'm cool with Queen and Brownie and Taylor, and then it just like branch off. It's like the Venn diagram. So I meet some people through there. I might like an opinion, or you know what I mean? So I just started subscribing to people. And like I remember you said what episode you gotta stop subscribing. That's me too. I gotta stop. Cause I'd be like, who the hell is this? Why did I subscribe to them? I don't even know.
Let me just clear clear it up and then I'm gonna let you finish. The reason I said that is because I show people don't even realize I'm subscribed to over 2,000 people. And I'm not trying to brag, but I need for some of the, not y'all, but there's people around here that try to discredit Mahogany Roots, honey. Mahogany Roots not only is like an originator, but I listen, give me my damn flowers. I have supported this space. I don't do it as much anymore because it's, it doesn't benefit me. The same people that, I spent probably well over $1,000 supporting a content creator. This was back in the day. I was a huge fan, and I'm not putting him down. He was great. I loved, everybody know I came from quote unquote the O'Shea camp, and I loved, donated every, and one day O'Shea was like, damn, Mahogany, you don't have to do this, but I loved his content that much. He made me laugh. And I was at a point in my life where I really needed to laugh. And so long story short, people like to discredit you because of how many people you have in your chat and the amount of subscribers. Like I said, this channel has almost 2 million. Check the about page. This channel has almost 2 million freaking views on this channel. So put some respect on Mahogany Roots name, honey. That's my thing. And so I'm deboxing. I'm subscribed to people that have blasted me on their channels, talk shit about me, and I'm still I've let people keep wrenches after they done drag me on their channel. And I'm just tired of being nice. So when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about being subscribed to people that really don't fuck with me, and it's got to come to an end. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Oh, I feel that. Mine is I'm just subscribed to too many people. Like sometimes I'll be scrolling through a short. I'll be like, oh, this is good. And I'll subscribe to it and I forget. And then somebody will go live and I'll be like, who the hell is this again? Like I'll be forgetting like who it is. But yeah, I got too many subscriptions. I can't keep up. But I was going to say that like a lot of these spaces, I don't even really know certain people or talking points. Like I'd be tired of hearing stupid shit like, you wake your girl up at 2 a.m. to make a sound. It's like, why in the fuck is this even a scenario? It's so stupid and petty to me. Like we have Uber Eats. Like what are you gonna do if you're at your job and nobody could get to you? You gonna tell your wife to come up and make you a sandwich or two? Like it doesn't make any sense to me, like these scenarios. But the voices that say this stuff are really, really loud, and it's just echo chambers. And then what echo chambers bring? It bring the anti to the echo chamber. It just non-stop.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just
I was
saying.
gonna say it's never ending. It's the never ending conversation. What should a person do in their relationship? And it's like, first off, how could we acknowledge that people are different, and we have our differences and we like our differences respected, but we say that this absolutely has to be like every mold got to fit this. And then we give stupid ass scenarios that the mold have to fit. It's just so like another example is Michelle Obama show, right? I've been hearing some chatter about Michelle Obama. First, the one of them is just ridiculous that she's a man. The other chatter is that Obama is like the woman in a relationship and she wears the pants. I'm like, this dude was the president of the United States. But they watch the show and look for the clickbait, the sensational stuff that they could get from it. And they miss all the knowledge. Like I remember one time she was talking about like her and Barack Obama was in a relationship and she said no relationship is 50-50. And I was like, this is what they need to be listening to right here. Because this, you're going to get experience from the people that have done it. That's how you're supposed to do. Would people ever take weight loss advice from somebody who's fat? Like that's literally what's happening. So, okay.
Well, the only thing I know what you're talking about. I don't know if you saw it. I did a show saying back up off of my girl Michelle, honey. I did a whole show, about an hour and a half show, defending her because I saw that that's what people were doing, and it was really disappointing. Of course, it was mostly Black people dragging her down. It's so sad, but one reason that is deboxing is because I didn't even realize. It took me a while to realize that we're in a politically, not everybody, but this space is considered conservative. A lot of people over here, not everybody, but a lot of people over here are red, I guess, conservatives, and so they say they're conservatives. And even though some of the people are not, like I said, I'm talking broadly, but some of the people that say they're conservative have children and aren't married. Isn't that a conservative action? Are there Ciao. I just can't. But they're supposed to be conservative, and so they're anti-democratic. And I'm not even for the parties. I'm like a down the middle type of person. But why drag like the only black family we've had in the White House? Like, why drag them? I will always say it. I don't care who don't like it. I love Michelle Obama. I love the Obamas. So yeah, Irby said hypocritical conservative. That's exactly what they are. And that's the thing. I don't mind people being conservative. I don't have an issue with that. You're entitled just like I'm entitled. But yeah, that's what they did. They would pick it.
You know what's insane? So I hear the first sign that somebody is a conservative if they say I'm an independent. Because it's a telltale giveaway. They're independently conservative and a Trump supporter. That's without a doubt. I've never seen a case where it's not. But even when you listen to the rhetoric that they say, right? They say blue pill and red pill. Why don't they say blue pill? Red pill and pink pill, or blue pill. Colors like gender reveal colors. They do it based off our political system, and then they argue gender war topics based off our political system. And then, like you said, they don't even celebrate the stuff that like conservatives are supposed to be, or the nuclear family. How are the people preaching nuclear family and then preaching against marriage? Like, you can't make this stuff up. And with as far as the Obamas are concerned, what is there not to like about them? They no scandals, no nothing. Like, you could, policy aside, like Barack Obama is something to, like, I would tell my son go be like Barack Obama, and I wouldn't feel bad about any of that. But they just nitpick at every word they say. They hang on to it, and it's like, how are you holding Barack Obama, who's no longer the president, at a higher standard than our current president? How does that skip over?
Like you said, some of it is clicks and views. I know very well some of it's clicks and views. And that's fine, just like I do certain things for clicks and views because I'm trying to promote my channel. So I don't hate on them because of it. I just don't like when they put out false information. Like you're saying that this woman said something that she didn't really say. And so I did a whole live, like I said, telling people go check out her podcast and listen to what she actually said. And then I actually played what they said versus what she actually said. Of course, I might have had maybe 100 views on that, but it is what it is. That is the space that we are in. Before, because we did good. We went an hour, honey. I don't even need to get up here and cook. I need to stay up here longer, but I can't this morning because I got to get ready for work. Before you go, I want to ask you about the Cardi B and Cardi B possibly being pregnant, because I'm gonna work on that. I might upload that this morning. What do you think about Cardi B being pregnant with another man's baby while she's married? What do you think about that?
Um, that is like okay. So me and my wife go back and forth about this because she loves Cardi B. She absolutely loves Cardi B. Like, I'd be like saying obvious stuff. She'd be like, no, no, like she is the denial about sometimes. But I always told her that I didn't like Offset, and I thought he was like a fuck dude. And I was like, whatever happens to Cardi, it's deserving. Like, he showed signs after like, when you talk about red flags, she sped through every red light there was. Even made a song, was the warning song, "Be Careful with Me," and didn't even break up with him until like years later, 4 or 5 years later after that song. So I was just like, whatever happened to Cardi, I mean, I can't really feel bad for her because he kind of showed her who he was. So if her getting pregnant while she's married, I think the only reason she's still married, in my personal opinion, I don't think he want to divorce her. I think he want Cardi back. I think he making it hard for her to get divorced, in my opinion. And if she pregnant, I mean, she rich enough to take care of the baby.
No, I was going to say she's rich enough to take care of the baby, but morally, I just have an issue. I wish people, that's the thing, like, you can't have an oops baby in pregnancy. Like, excuse me, in marriage. Like, that's just too much. I mean, I guess you can. There are people that have made it through it, but that's a real hard. And then combined with their popularity, that's hard. Like I said, there's a difference between something happening in your marriage and it's just between you and that person versus the whole world knowing. That's a hard one to push through. I don't know if they can push through that. I'm not even sure if they want to push through it.
Does the whole world knowing? Okay, let me ask you this: if you was famous, would the whole world knowing affect your decisions in life?
It depends. It really does. And I'll tell you what I mean. For instance, like with the Diddy case, like look at the stuff that he was doing. It was atrocious. And so as long as and I'm just talking on a broad spectrum, but as long as he could keep it kind of like, as long as the celebrities could keep like this secret society, it was okay. But once the people found out the dirty mess that he was doing, it was a totally different story. So like, for a lot of people didn't want anything to do. His best friends, right? Jay-Z denounced him. I don't really know that nigga like that. His closest of close people started pushing away from him. So I could see that in a relationship too. Like, because I guess it's embarrassing. I guess it would be embarrassing to, like, if I was Offset, to stay with a woman but I think he got a child out of the marriage.
I
So
was just about to say, compared to what Offset did, this one is on the house.
yeah,
Like,
Offset. Now, trust me, I'm not sticking up for no Offset because he has been dogging her out, and I'm glad you said what you said because I 100% agree. I think I was rooting in their corner, when in the beginning of the marriage, but all this cheating and infidelity is like, child. I think sometimes once it's gotten that low and down and dirty, there just ain't no going back. That's just what I think.
I
Did you
don't
want
know
to say?
with the Diddy situation. The only reason people distanced themselves from Diddy was for endorsement reasons. They don't want to be attached to somebody with this type of negativity. Otherwise, they wouldn't have cared. But public perception was actually the complete opposite. They were standing outside the courtroom pouring Diddy baby oil on themselves, cheering for him not to be guilty. So it seems like in America, like as long as you're rich, you kind of can do no wrong. So if we go on by a court of public opinion, hey Cardi, go ahead, do you?
Well, I think the people who got, because I know some of the, well, I don't know personally some of the YouTubers, but I know I watched. There was Tisa Tells was out there. She's a very popular YouTuber. I've been watching her growth. Another YouTuber named Anot. Of course, we call him Uncle Gene. Gene Deal was out there. Well, yeah, he is a YouTuber now, but there were a lot of other social media people out there acting a fool. I'm not sure if, because overall the public opinion is not for Diddy, especially that Cassie video buried his ass. It really did bury his ass, but he did get off. I think it was a lot of bullshit in the courtroom, far as um the testimony of the I felt like other shit should have been brought up, but he's not on trial for all this other stuff. He's on trial for specific things, so they got to stick to the specific things. So there will be some more updates with that too. I will be doing some more updates with Diddy. Um, Let me ask you a question about that since we're talking about it. Do you think he had anything to do with Tupac or Biggie's death?
Tupac definitely. I don't think Biggie, but yeah, definitely Tupac. I think that's kind of like been confirmed. Eminem even put it in a diss song when he dissed Machine Gun Kelly. He basically said that Diddy's responsible for the hit that got Pac killed. Vlad done did numerous of investigations. So yeah, I think at this point it's kind of confirmed, which was really shocking to me that people was cheering for Diddy to be innocent. Besides the footage of Cassie and that, but other than that, he's responsible for Tupac's death, and they
And
still
that's
was out there.
Well, I just want to say this. That's why I can't get over it because I love me some Tupac. I don't give a damn. I'm a huge hip hop head, and I love me some Tupac, and Biggie. So I just can't let that go. He shot that woman in the face. He blew up Kid Cudi's car. Like, this motherfucker is a menace. In my opinion, he's a menace. And but he's not the only one. There's been other ones in Hollywood. As a matter of fact, before this Diddy case broke, I was literally about to go live about Kevin Spacey, a Hollywood actor who has been molesting men, honey, on set, accused of damn near raping men on set with his weird ass. So I'm just glad that the Diddy case came out because I feel like this weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood needs to be exposed. Look at people, and I'm gonna be quiet, but look at people like Orlando Brown, even Jaguar Wright, because I think Jaguar Wright is on something. But Tokyo Tony, this is how Hollywood disposes of this is how they treat their artists. They don't treat them kindly. And then when they dispose of you, honey. They They sex you up, they drug you up, they use you up, honey. They take advantage of you financially, and they just kick you out to the street. It's really fucked up. So I'm glad that it happened, so that the people can see how demonic Hollywood is. Go ahead, sweetheart.
So look, I gotta keep it real about that. I gotta keep it real. So I never really put this blanket umbrella on Hollywood, only because I interact with YouTubers and I see how fucked up people really are. And these just regular people, right? YouTube will expose us to more people than we're supposed to meet in our regular life. Like I remember when I was a kid, it was Muhammad Ali. They were talking about him and how many people he had met and how he didn't remember the people. And me as a kid thinking like, how you don't remember people that you met? I thought thinking it's the boxing, the blows from the boxing. But no, this man probably met 100,000 to 1,000,000 people in his entire life. You're not supposed to interact with that many people in your lifetime. Now, online has made us interact with people all over the globe, all at one time, and we see how messed up those people are. So we get to see in real time how messed up people are. So I don't think it's Hollywood. I think it's just messed up people can't heal themselves, and they get into Hollywood and they're incomplete. See, with Orlando Brown, he's a special case because them Disney kids always end up messed up because they are perverts over there. They drug them up. Their parents give them to them on some R. Kelly stuff. So outside of those people, like Hollywood as a whole, like even with Kevin, it's like I heard the story about what's the bald dude, Terry Crews, and his story was not sexual assault. Like, dude, your muscles have muscles. There is no way possible that situation you end up like that, in my opinion.
Can I want, because I have that footage of him, and I felt, I'm gonna be honest, give me a chance to drop the footage. Have you seen the Kevin Spacey documentary, to all the men that he damn near raped? Have you seen that?
Are they like small or something?
Kevin Spacey is a huge Hollywood actor. He's a Caucasian man, but for many years, honey, I cried when I saw the documentary. There's been about 12 men, some Hollywood. I'm gonna tell you this, Debak thing, it's real. A lot of these pedos, but not just pedos, but a lot of these sexual deviants in Hollywood, they are taking advantage of talented people. And it's sickening. It's really, really sickening. But in the Kevin Spacey, you're gonna have me. Oh God, I don't have time to research it, but I'm gonna try and drop some stuff for you about that Kevin Spacey document. If you can try and watch it, I think it's on Amazon Prime. Try and watch it. But in that documentary, that man used his wealth and power, promised people deals in Hollywood, and could you imagine you're a young actor and you're excited, you worship Kevin Spacey, all his movie, American Beauty and all these things. I was a Kevin Spacey fan until I saw that documentary, and which is why you don't hear about him anymore. And he got so arrogant with it, he continued to molest men on set, black men, white men, it didn't matter. But could you imagine going to meet somebody you looked up to, and he invites you to his house for a house party? You think he's interested in you as an actor, and you go to shake his hand and he grabs you and grabs your butt, or he grabs you, because it happens quickly. That's the thing. You're not like, just like when it happens with a woman, and I'm getting to a point with the Terry Crews thing, it can happen to a man. Like these perverts, man, it can happen to a man. And one of the men said the same. One of the men was big and buff. Like this was a big, buff, white dude. And he was in tears. He was like, because he wanted to fuck Kevin Spacey up. Like you could tell they had to stop the recording. He was like, I would never. But if he was worried about his career and his family that he had to feed. And, Kevin Spacey was so cold with it. He would do stuff like this in public, like so if the dude popped off and hit him, then it'd be like, oh, this dude just attacked me. They don't know that this dude just grabbed.
Public perception is he's a troubled actress. Yeah.
Just grabbed his junk. And so I'm going to just say this, then I'm going to let you finish. With the Terry Crews thing, I believe his story because I saw how passionate he was. But what I was disappointed in with some of the black men, I want black men to support each other more, because these things do happen to men. They happen to young boys, they happen to girls, they happen to people. And it's so easy to think that you're going to know what to do in that moment. Terry Crews talked about how what he wanted to do, but versus his career and his wife and his family that he had to feed. Honey, he don't want to be out here like Shannon Sharp, broke than a motherfucker because of stupid decision. So, I think it's sad. I think that more people should have supported him because it's not easy when that time comes and you have to make a decision. Am I going to punch this dude and lose my career? Because it's a good old boy system out there in Hollywood. I don't think it's as easy. But tell me what you think.
I think that you're coming from it from the point of view of a woman, and as a man, I think that if you look at men, what the number one thing to get men in trouble is not being disciplined, and mainly like Umar Johnson, not disciplined with his quote unquote Shango stick, right? And it's like, so if they're not disciplined with their Shango stick and they're not thinking about their careers, their wives, and all this stuff, when it's time for them to have sex, then why all of a sudden when a man grab their ass, they like, you know what? Let me think about my contract. Let me think about this. Let me think. So they're like the equalizer, all the little things popping up in front of their head, and it's like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think it might be like culture shock, and they don't know what to do, and it's like, well, they don't. Men never think from the viewpoint of being prey because we're not used to the ones that are like, men are the victims of SA, but not at a higher rate than women. So men are understanding of this, so they don't typically think of themselves as victims or being in a victim situation or what to do when they're in a situation. So they don't know what to do whenever they're in one. And I think that might be the case. They froze because when you're in a situation like that, it's fight or fight. You either gonna fight or freeze, And I think they freeze because they haven't prepared themselves mentally for this situation, but as far as this, victim stuff and, I was going to do this and I was going to do that. Well, what did you do? Because you didn't punch him. So what did you do to keep your career intact? Did you let him cop a field to get in the Lord of the Ring movie? I don't know. It's just a bunch of questions, So I don't know. I don't look at this and, I can't find no tears for this situation. Even though I
Well,
know men are victims, like these are adult men. And it's like, I'm
I'm sorry.
gonna be honest with you, Mo. If a dude is too nice to me, I assume he's gay. That's just my rule of thumbs. If a dude is doing something out of the kindness of his heart, me knowing what I know about dudes that be hunting, I'm like, this dude is gay or something. Like, why is he doing all this stuff for me? So I just assume if he invites me to his house and it's not business hours, like I know men don't get in the minds of women, like I said, because they don't think that they could be victims. It's like the people who go have unprotected sex and then get surprised when they get an STD. It's like, bro, did you think it could only happen to the people on the brochure? Did you not think it could happen to you? It's the same way. They don't think they could become victims. So when they do, they're not prepared for the situation. But I look at it like I don't trust, especially male. I'm familiar with numbers and statistics. I know that essays are performed more by men, and it ain't just on women. So my brain is already geared towards statistics, so I'm already suspicious. Like, you want me to come to your house at 2 a.m. to go over Django scripts? If you don't get the fuck up out, I see you. I see you in the evening, bro.
So I understand why you're saying that. I'm going to, because I got all that Terry Crews footage. I want to make it clear that situation with Terry Crews, it wasn't. They were at a public party, so it wasn't a thing where a man invited him to his house. With the Kevin Spacey thing, so let me tell you about him. How predatory he was. He's an actor, a very popular actor, right? Been in hundreds, probably over 100 movies. Like I said, I was a fan until I saw this. But he was teaching at an acting school over in England. And his students that looked up to him, this is what he did to them. So the predators are out there in Hollywood, big and strong, honey. And I feel for Terry Crews. And there's reasons why. I know there's certain things I do know. Men, when they do get you're right, it happens to women more or girls more, but it does happen to boys and men. When they come in, I feel like they're, and I understand why you're reacting this way. I guess because I have been a victim, so I understand what they're feeling. There's a feeling of shock, like you said, and there's a feeling of repulsiveness. There's a feeling of guilt. There's so many things going through your head because you're like literally paralyzed. But there was something that he said in that interview that just stuck with me, other than having to think about, he was talking about black men. He talked about how he responded because people responded negatively to the fact that he went and got a lawyer to sue this dude. No, that's exactly what he was supposed to do.
I
That
agree.
was exactly what he was. He was supposed to sue the pants off of that piece of shit and get all his fucking money, just like that girl did with Shannon Sharp. That's what he was supposed to do. You don't let somebody just, just walk off after they've groped you and whatnot. So I do have the video. I don't know when I'll get to that, but I might upload that when I get back to my weirdos and Hollywood theme.
You know what
But
I
go
don't
ahead.
like about that though?
Go
So
ahead.
Terry Crews, I agree with Drake suing UMG. It's like, why would you not? Like the woman from McDonald's that won $1 million from McDonald's for spilling hot coffee on her. Like, hooray! That's what you you supposed to. I be cheering for the little man to have a come up. Like we all play the lottery. Y'all don't be expecting for somebody to win. Somebody got to win it, you know. So absolutely go after them legally. We a nation of laws. So absolutely do it that way. But with Terry Crews situation, what I did not like is this. So Terry Crews got into a back and forth with D Ray. Is it D Ray? They ain't D Ray. What am I? DL Hughley. DL
Oh,
Hughley. So DL Hughley made a joke about Terry Crews' toxic masculinity. And Terry Crews responded with that with violence to DL Hughley. And it's like, he was like, Terry Crews' response to toxic masculinity is to punch me. And that was like the perfect like response because it was like, bro, you had a dude grope you in front of your wife and you did not do nothing. Now that this black man, makes a joke about it, now all of a sudden you respond with violence. You're not mad at him. Your anger is directed to the dude who groped you. You can say, "Hey, bro, man, can you please not?" But it shouldn't be on no aggressive anything. Maybe try to plead with him and get to his humane side because he's a comedian. The worst thing to ever do as a comedian is attack them with violence or heckle them or whatever. They're gonna
okay.
risk, they're gonna twist the knife even deeper. But I did not like that back and forth. That's what made me like just throw the whole situation away because the way he was trying to frame it was, I'm a victim. Males could be victims. It doesn't matter if I got muscles, and we need to stop this toxic masculinity thing. And then it's like the first time he was challenged by another male, he was like, "Oh yeah, you better shut up before I punch you." It's like, wait a minute.
No, I get it, but like I said, but I also I understand probably the position that he might have been in at the time. But I mean, DL Hughley is a comedian. He's gonna do what And DL Hughley, I feel like he's outspoken, so he's always kind of him, and the other one, like they're always saying stuff. So I mean, I've actually seen him in person. I've seen all of the great Kangs, honey, in person. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just weird. Like when I watched the Kevin Spacey documentary, there was a big white dude, muscular white dude, like quarterback looking dude that went through the same thing. And I feel like their community supports them and gave them a little bit more like, damn, we got to do something about this. But when this black man comes out about it, it's just like, oh, you should have punched him. You should have did this. You should have did that. It's easy to say what you would do when you've got, we don't know. I'm going to let this go, but we don't know. Like me, I'm not rich, but there's people that depend on me. This man might have a mother that he's feeding, a sister, a brother, a cousin, a grandmother. We don't know his responsibilities. And I don't think it's necessarily wise to, I don't think that people need to see black men up here throwing bowls and, look at what happened to Will Smith's career. Behind nonsense. That was absolute nonsense. I was so mad at Will Smith. I love Will Smith. I was so upset at Will Smith for doing that to his career. It just was nonsense. But you could tell the brother was going through some things. But anyway, I appreciate, Christian Keys is another one. Child, I don't want to get, well, no, I'm not going to talk about my personal life, but I have known predatory men, and it's just not fun for nobody. It don't matter what your sex is. It is not easy. It's not easy to speak out because people might call you a liar if they like the person, or they might say, you're a punk, or it's not easy. But I want to say this to Boxing. I am so glad you came up here, because I don't think I probably wouldn't have stayed up here as long, but I really enjoyed the conversation. And because of you, I will be dropping my link more often. Thank you. I
Okay,
definitely.
I'll see you the next one.
Okay, you're gonna be on the next one. Is that what you?
If I'm free, yeah, I said definitely. I enjoyed the conversation. If I'm free,
Oh,
I definitely pull up on the next one. I enjoy conversations like this,
oh,
especially about stuff like this, because one thing that's now starting to turn like over a new leaf in our community is therapy, and kind of like not sympathizing more with the victim, because we normally goes towards the side. Well, what was she wearing? Well, she got paid. Cassie got paid $50 million. What the hell? So you would let somebody beat the hell out of your mama for $50 million? Like
oh.
what?
They did more than beat the hell out of that girl. That girl went through hell. But yeah, that's what people think. They think it's like that money ain't shit when you ain't got no dignity. Like, I'm sure that girl will be in therapy. Her kids will probably be in therapy. Her husband, I know, will be in therapy for the rest of her fucking life. I would not trade. You could offer me all the money in the world, and I would not trade shoes with Cassie, whatever her name is. I would never trade places with that girl.
Here's the kicker, Mo. The kicker is they'll tell you, like, that's why I mean why we get exposed to a lot of different people, because I'll be listening. If I'm in the bushes, I comment, but I'll listen to the whole live. Might not be active, but I listen to people and I hear what they say. Like, if they ask hypotheticals, would you do this for $1 million? Would you do this for $1 million? They always say no. But then I will see them do less. I mean, do more for less money, like a super chat, or, you know what I mean? For whatever the case may be. And it's like, oh, you definitely would sell out. You would definitely sell out if there was a situation in Hollywood where they were like, look, just let me do this. Just let me touch you, and I'll put you in all 3 of the Lord of the Ring movies. I guarantee 100% they would. That's how the predators you said. This is how they're able to get away with it so much, because they surround themselves with a bunch of people who are up and coming, who need a career, who want a career, and they let them know that you need me in order for your career to be XYZ. So that way, even if they don't like succumb to whatever pass they're making at them, they won't speak out about it. In private, obviously, right? They're like, y'all know about Kevin Spacey, but they'll never go to the news and stuff because they don't want to mess up their career. So I don't know. I don't know about people.
No,
I hear.
I mean, that was the thing with the Diddy thing. He was recording people and holding. I believe the feds said that they have tapes of other celebrities. That's why they so quiet out here in these streets, honey. They have the tapes, and they know that their tapes are out there. He was recording people having sex and orgies and all kinds of stuff. Big old freak. But okay, go ahead, sweetie. I'm gonna let you talk, and then I'm about to end the live stream.
You want to talk about victims? Poor Usher. Poor Usher ain't spoke a word about it. So you already know. You can just imagine he was at Diddy's as a kid. So you already know. Justin Bieber, like, it's a bunch of people. Diddy is sick. I can't believe that there were so many people to his defense. I'm starting to realize this in our community too as well. If you are a celebrity and you're rich, they're gonna praise and give you. They don't think celebrities commit crimes. Anytime a celebrity does something, it's always some power to be trying to stop them. Man, Bill Cosby, he was trying to buy NBC. R. Kelly, he was fit to start NFTs. Tory Lanez, he ain't shoot Megan. He had them NFTs. It's always some grand conspiracy instead of just like, hey, people with money commit crimes just like people without money.
To be honest, I think people with money and power are more likely because they have less of a filter. Like, they have less of a genuine circle. The higher up you get, like who said it, Lil Wayne, the lonelier it is at the top. Like, that's because you got a bunch of yes men around you. Just a bunch of yes men all day. You don't got nobody that's gonna keep it real with you. That's why I think a lot of times they get rid of the family members. But I can keep this going forever. I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for coming up. I enjoyed you.
No problem.
All right, sweetie. Well, I'm going to go ahead. Okay. Okay, yeah, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Thank you all for coming through. I'm going to leave this up. I'm glad I didn't play any copyrighted music, so I can leave it up. Okay. You guys, I've been disheartened. Let me just give you a little update, honey. I've been disheartened with YouTube. I was barely monetized 2 weeks in it before they took it. And it was behind bullshit. It wasn't behind copyrighted music. It was behind a video from way ago that they happened to find. that I actually, like, y'all been watching me. I don't steal people's content. I do commentary, but they keep on saying that I'm stealing people's content, even though I have the, so I'm putting the actual fair use doctrine in my videos from now on. And I'm chopping them up. I'm showing myself along with the video. I'm covering my bases, y'all. So unfortunately, a lot of the videos that I have, I sure will, boo. Now I work tomorrow, y'all. Y'all know Mahogany got to get that money, honey. Got to get that money, honey. But I will definitely come by tomorrow. And if you go live in the afternoon, I'll be there. I'll be there, boo. The other day I was gonna come up, but y'all know I be riding around, honey, in these streets. But yeah, YouTube is bullshitting with me. I am up again to be reviewed. So basically, what I'm telling y'all is a lot of the videos will come down. Because I love y'all, but this, especially the editing, it's a lot of work, and I need to be compensated in some type of way. Which I appreciate all of y'all that do donate to me. Shout out to DJ Music. He donated to me just a few last week, and I didn't even see it. Thank you so much, brother. So yeah, the videos, I don't want to get rid of my videos. I've got some classics, y'all, but I'm gonna have to figure out, maybe put them on an external hard drive. I've already started other channels, you guys. I just haven't really got them the way I want them before I share them with y'all. Please go ahead and subscribe to my other channels. One will be a fashion only channel for the woman, for the ladies, makeup and fashion. And then another one will be, I think I'm going to keep this one celebrity news. And then another one will probably be, this one is going to be celebrity news and current events. I might do like a food cooking channel because I love to cook. So I'm thinking those are, and me and my son are doing a channel together too. So yeah, the food channel, the fashion channel, and then this channel, celebrity news. Okay. So when I'm ready, we'll start dropping those links, honey. Yeah. Thank you, DeBoxing again, y'all. Please check out DeBoxing. I need to check him out and see what he's over there talking about. We unlocked good live stream today. I was back and forth. I couldn't come up though. My StreamYards was acting stupid, honey. I had to delete. Y'all, what it was I had reached full space capacity, so I had to delete all the fucking videos that I had on StreamYards, and that's why it was choppy. Speaking of that, when I get off work, me and the sister DJ Genesis are going to try and chop it up again. We're going to ask the same questions. I got to ask the same questions because y'all weren't able to hear a lot of it during the interview. I'm sorry about that. All right. Hey, Hedge Dragon. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the flowers. And thank you for not being upset with me about being on Dr. Umar and understanding that it's just my opinion about the man. And that's the thing. We're all entitled, whether you like him or not. We're all entitled to our own opinions, and that's what's important to know. No matter what, like, yeah, we're all entitled. But yeah, YouTube has been bullshit with me, so, and I'm gonna have to take my time, y'all. That the process of me going through these videos is gonna take me a while too. I got 600 some videos on this channel, and I don't want to just delete my videos. I want to keep them, possibly use them for another channel. So shit, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do. I will try and have this channel ready to go to be remonetized again within maybe the next 30 days. Okay, so y'all have a good one. Oh God, next video coming up, it'll be uploaded this morning, so look for it, honey. Look for it, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Peace. Let me see. Says, you know what, I'm going like, you're going right now? Oh, I forget. It's 12 o'clock where you are. We unlock, it is 3 a.m. in the morning where I'm at. My ass should be in bed. But I got to prep cook so I don't eat like a pig tomorrow. So I'm going to prep cook a salad. But I'll watch you. And I don't know if my fat ass going to make it to the gym. I might just go to the gym after work. But anyway, peace, you guys. Have a good one.